Hey, what's going on, everybody? I have some guests on the show today, Spencer and Christy from Destination Delicious. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to subscribe. Well, CJ always says to subscribe before he does the video.
I mean, you gotta get it out there right.
You just gotta let them know. Their show is all about RV life, living on the road. It's fantastic, but today I wanted to do something special.
Okay.
Well, actually, we are gonna do something special for Christy.
Oh.
Today,
yes.
I'm gonna show Spencer how to elevate his date night with a little surf and turf, a little frise salad.
I like it.
It's gonna be fantastic.
I like it.
So,
she likes it too because we don't get date nights very often. So,
well, then there we go.
So when we get one,
let's elevate it so you can go play.
All right.
Go have fun.
We
check you
are gonna
later.
stay and play. I'll show you how to make it. All right, the kids are playing. How old is Cade?
Cade is 4, almost 5.
My youngest is 5. He's a sweet suspenders. Loving the chicken life
hold his pants
out
up.
there. Yeah, that.
Oshkosh bagosh though?
Oh my gosh, they might be Oshkosh.
Oh my gosh.
So let's get started. I have some big, beautiful fillets.
They are beautiful indeed.
Now, do you do surf and turf much? Are you?
Whenever we get the chance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is a really fun show. Grab some of that paper towel. Once you get your steaks, you want to make sure the surface is dry. Yeah, pull some of that off and let's dry those all around. Now we're gonna hit these with a decent amount of salt. I always find when I'm doing steaks, I don't know, do you do big steaks like a steak for 2, or do you do individuals?
Usually do individuals, but mine's a big steak.
Yeah, a bigger steak is better. Like if you have a really big steak, you don't have to worry about overcooking it. Plus, you get a chance for more flavor on the inside, so we come up low and slow. You know what, I'm gonna get all sides of this thing. Grab some of that oil.
Yep.
So I was preheating my griddle. Let's bring it up to medium high. Let's go ahead and put a ton of oil down right here. Just a good amount. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, full steam. Huh? I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Anyone? All right, here we go. Beauty. All right, we're gonna let those cruise while we keep going with the rest of our dish. All right, so something I like doing with my shrimp is kind of like getting that crust first and then bathing it in butter.
More butter.
Oh yeah, more butter the better. Why don't you throw all 3 of those? Let's do 1 thing of butter. So we're gonna throw some unsalted butter into our pan over here. We're gonna add some garlic to this. Now with our garlic, I just like to give it a smash so it stays like that. Did you do that trick much?
That trick I did.
Yeah. Here, why don't we switch places? You go ahead and crack those open. Let's do all of them. I feel like especially when it's a butter sauce on your shrimp, you can never have too much garlic. I think Betty would agree. This is polenta. Now polenta is essentially cornmeal, but what we have is you can have it already cooked, pre-cooked. We can go ahead and slice, and our presentation is ready to go, all beautiful and gorgeous like that. We're just gonna toast it in some of that beef fat. So we have is these gorgeous little discs. So essentially it's like a cornmeal cake, but when you buy it pre-made, you're stacking game.
Polenta pucks.
Well,
It's a puck.
that's pretty good.
It's knuckle.
A polenta puck. Grab me a little bit of paper towel. Wipe that off for me right here. Do you ever use shallots, my friend? Is that a foreign?
You know what? My cooking game is decent. It hasn't gotten to shallot level.
You haven't gotten to shallot level yet. So shallots are somewhere between garlic and onion. We're gonna do really thin little slices like that. The thin slice is nice just for a texture part, or just for texture, and it's really beautiful. So we're making a little salad. We're going a little further than just lettuce. So we're adding the shallots. We're also gonna do some lemon juice. You wanna open up those capers? You ever use capers?
I haven't, but every time I have them in a dish, it's like, oh,
yeah,
those are
it's
nice.
A little pop of flavor.
I don't know when to use them.
Well, we're gonna use some of the juice only.
Okay.
So if you cap your finger over that, let's pour some of that juice. It's more like brine. We're basically making our own little vinaigrette here. But instead of using vinegar, we're using that brininess from the capers.
Yep.
We're actually gonna cook the capers as well. You wanna take one of these forks, give that a good little mix. And add just a bit of salt and some pepper. So we're gonna let those shallots sit in that just a little bit. They're a bit more porous than onions, so they'll soak up all of that flavor that we give it. So as you're eating your salad, you've got that little pop of flavor. All right, I'm feeling good here. Let's go ahead and flip and keep cruising on that side. right, how's our butter looking? Let's crank the heat up over here to high. We want to get that bubbly. You can also grab some of that oil. Let's do a dash of that oil right in our butter.
That looked like a technical dash.
It was.
Way to go.
That was a very, very finely measured dash.
We're gonna let that go for about 3 minutes. We want the steak to come up to temperature before we get to our shrimp because it's super fast. We want that garlic to really penetrate the butter. So we'll see you in 3 minutes. The garlic smells like it's ready. You ever do that?
Fantastic.
It smells like it's ready. Why don't you grab all of those shrimp and pop it into our pan with the butter. So now we have that beautiful garlic butter and the shrimp is going in. I'm also gonna throw in some of the capers to let them pop and toast up a little bit. There you go. Why don't you give it a little chef toss?
Oh boy.
You gonna do it?
With hot butter?
Go for it. Just a little. There you go. See what happened with that garlic? It got toasty and perfect. Mint that with a bit of salt and pper. Oh,
Dude, impressive.
boom. Look at that.
It's not
I'm
like the
set
pancake
5 minutes.
debacle.
Better than my pancake was.
Right.
We're gonna go with some lemon juice. Also, there's a little bit of white wine behind you, bud. Grab that Pinot Grigio. Fantastic. Yeah, yep, go for it. That's good. These are looking great. We need to let these rest. So I'm gonna bring these over to the cutting board.
That's a good crust, dude.
Actually, let me ask. Where do you guys like your steaks? Are you like medium? Where does Christy?
Medium rare. She's medium.
Medium rare?
Yeah. Well, she'll do medium. I'll go a little bit rare, but I can do medium as well.
Want to go a touch longer? Let's see.
So now we're good.
Okay, so we're good. I'll put one off now. One off now.
Okay.
We'll cook the other one a little bit longer.
Sounds good.
All right, so I mentioned it earlier about our frise. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. It's got a root at the bottom. Okay. Again, don't be afraid of the fun lettuce section. You ever go to the grocery store? There's the normal lettuce.
Alternative lettuce?
Yeah. So just break the root off. Perfect. And then rip it in half one more time through the middle and toss it right in. And give it a toss. Now this is a much more elegant salad than just iceberg or something else. It's got better texture, better color, just a much brighter way to present your salad. Or essentially what we're doing is creating some acidity next to our steak.
Okay.
Super savory flavors love acidity.
Smells really
Boom.
good.
All right, sweet. Pop that over on the side, and we will wait. Now we can get to our polenta. We have our hockey pucks, remember? I'm gonna take both of our pucks. We're gonna go right down in that beef fat. I'm gonna take a little bit of this flat leaf parsley while you have the butter. Also, you notice unsalted. I always use unsalted.
Is that so you can control the amount of salt?
That is exactly right, Spencer.
I learned that by watching you.
You watched my show and learned that?
I learned it from watching you. I couldn't help myself. I learned it by watching you, Dad. He got it.
Way to go.
Wrong show, just this once.
Yeah.
Just this once. I'm gonna do a rough chop on some of this flat leaf parsley. I also really like flat leaf instead of the curly stuff. I had an experience. Holiday Inn.
Oh, great. The
1994.
holiday experience.
Christmas time. Horrible piece of
Cold
parsley.
winter nights.
Awful. I'm gonna toss this into our shrimp at the very end. We do herbs at the very end, like parsley, because it'll wilt and it'll lose its color. We want it to keep its color because it's our sauce and our garnish. Let's flip our polenta. See how we're looking on our polenta. Looking good. Let's go a touch longer.
Slippery.
Slippery little suckers. Dang
Okay,
it. What's
Chip,
happening?
come on now.
All right. Jeez.
Look, I didn't say it only
Spencer, what have you
because-
done? I'm gonna go with a little bit more oil.
Done a little Freaky Friday here.
Dang. See, it happens. Every once in a while, CJ and Spencer get around, I start.
Start losing it, man.
It's rough. It's rough. So we're going to crisp up both sides of our polenta, let our lemon juice and our wine and our butter reduce down on our shrimp just a little bit, and then it's time to plate. Now plating is extremely simple. Spencer, grab me one of those plates.
Okay.
All right, so I like a nice, elegant plate. Again, you know what a plate is. Elevate, go to a little nicer plate. Doesn't always have to be round. I'm gonna take one of these little beauties. We'll go right here on the side. You know what we can do? Let me scoot this off to the side a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, yours is the more rare one. I'm gonna do a little bias cut here, just because it's a little nicer to present this way. Now we can take our shrimp. Look at this, CJ. See that, buddy?
Oh, I'm
Whoa.
seeing.
Whoa. I'm a
seeing.
looking.
And I'm a look.
Dang it. See,
You're welcome.
man.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna take some of the shrimp and that stunning garlic butter. Check this out, kind of drape over the steak, and let's put our shrimp over the polenta.
Nice.
So I have the tails on, you mentioned that off camera. You can take the tails off if you like.
Looks
Now we're gonna
fantastic.
take our salad over here. One last little toss. Let some of that drain off a little bit. You don't want too much. I'm just gonna tuck it right in here. That little bit of acidity and bright freshness is really gonna go a long way. And that, my friend, boom.
Beautiful.
Right?
That's great.
All right, you grab your plate.
All right.
We're gonna round 2 this. Here, I'll put this one up here.
Let's
Yeah,
go
this
home.
is not, I wouldn't say the healthiest dish, but it'd be healthy for your relationship.
Exactly.
And then the salad. Now again, I mentioned earlier, the whole idea of a great recipe, a great dish is balance. So we have a ton of flavor from the butter, from the beef fat, a lot of savory going on, from the garlic, and now with that bit of acidity from our salad, it really gives the palate everything that it wants, and you nailed it, bud. All right, let's get Christy.
Yeah, this smells fantastic.
One last thing, I mentioned this to Spencer off camera. Are you a white wine, red wine, preferably?
White if we have it.
So, typically beef would go red, right? However, we cooked our shrimp in the white wine so we can bridge our flavors. Bridging is when you serve the wine you cooked with, so you're cooking with it and you drank it, so they accent each other nicely. So the answer to that question, yes, you can have white wine with beef, and you're about to find out why. So, I mean, it's date night. I have become the third wheel. So enjoy. You guys finish up the show.
This looks absolutely amazing. I think you need to cook with CJ more often.
That's
Well,
messed
what
up.
about me?
Oh,
That's even better.
She subconsciously knew what was right.
so should I go in like a little? Are you just,
just
going
going
in?
meat.
Try the meat first.
Wow. Such a good crust on there.
It's like the melt in your mouth kind of texture. And I mean, you know, I love texture. I really enjoy that crispy, seasoned outside.
Yeah.
I heard the shrimp tasted amazing.
Big pieces of garlic in the shrimp and lots
Okay.
of butter.
That might be something that we try.
It's fancier. Hey Moose, come here. You enjoy a piece of steak? It's really good. Mommy's got it.
Come over here. You're gonna love it.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
All right.
All the fingers.
All right. Good job, Bubba.
This is really fantastic.
So good. I'm glad you like it. This is my
Thank you.
my date
This
night
is-
presentation for you.
I'm very impressed.
Do you know
Thank
how
you.
Nate ends his show?
Because
Because I don't. So we're gonna end it like this. We are Destination Delicious, and we will see you down the road. I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at.